Hello Gemini, welcome to the Good, the Bad, and the Tarot. It's good to have you back. It's time for your mid-month general forecast. I just wanted to make a few announcements. The first one is that I've been pre-shuffling and the Ace of Wands came out. So the Ace of Wands talks about new passion, new creative spark, possibly a new love interest. It definitely talks about creative power and the spark that is needed to start any new relationship or any new project. So wonderful card to have, Gemini. Of course, Gemini, you're an air sign. A few things I just want to mention about the with regards to the channel. I'm going to be doing a raffle on October the 1st for a free private reading with me. My readings are 30 minutes and are valued at $50. If you'd like to be entered into the raffle, simply in the comments write "I see the light" and you'll automatically be entered into the raffle. If you would like a private reading with me before then, my readings are 30 minutes. Like I said, just email me at thegoodthebadandthetarot@gmail.com and I will get back to you as soon as possible. I do live readings over Skype. They are 30 minutes, and I also do private video readings for you on YouTube that only you can see. Delivery for the private YouTube videos are 24 hours after I receive PayPal confirmation. My PayPal is the same as my email address. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Some of the energies I've been picking up is we are going through a new cycle just started. For those of you in the Jewish faith, just celebrating Yom Kippur, it is the Lunar New Year, and also the first day of autumn was this past week, the autumnal equinox. We are going into a new lunar cycle, and with that, the energies of October are very strong right now, and we are going to be ending September soon, so expect to feel a change in energy, Gemini. Definitely, the changes are happening now, going into this new cycle. Without further ado, Spirit, please show me the messages and spiritual messages and guidance through these tarot cards for the sign of Gemini, for Sun in Gemini, Moon in Gemini, and Gemini rising. Spirit, please show me the spiritual messages for Gemini, Gemini Sun, Gemini Moon, and Gemini rising. Spirit, please show me the messages for Gemini, Gemini Sun, Gemini Moon, and Gemini rising. Okay. You guys are, I'm getting like an easy energy here to work with. Very easygoing, lightheartedness, beautiful, beautiful energy from you, Gemini. Spirit, please show me the messages for our Geminis, Gemini Sun, Gemini Moon, and Gemini rising. Beautiful. Beautiful. Justice. 3 of Wands. 9 of Wands. 9 of Swords reversed. I just got this card combination, I think for a Virgo. That's interesting. Queen of Wands. Page of Pentacles. The Chariot reversed. The Tower. The 7 of Wands reversed. The Star reversed, the High Priestess reversed, and the Hierophant reversed. So now, Gemini, if you're not familiar with my readings, this row will represent the earlier weeks of September, the recent past. This row will represent the present or the middle of September. Well, we're past the middle of September now, so it will represent the present. And this row will represent the coming future, or the last weeks of September going into October, and possibly even the first week of October, because we are talking about fluid time here. The first card that I draw for you, Gemini, is Justice. So the Justice card speaks of balancing the scales, paying off a karmic debt that comes in on your behalf. So if you are on the right side of the law, or if you behave morally in some situation, you will see that the karma is favoring you. So those in your life that have not been behaving morally, have not been up to par, they are the ones that will be facing the negative karma, and you will be facing the good karma. So expect great things. I do see you have a long-term vision. This means that you have now adjusted your sights to a longer-term vision, a long-term plan. This can also talk about long-term traveling. See how the man, he has his sights set way across the horizon here. If this is like a lake or an ocean, he's looking across to the other shore. He's looking way out into the distance. And the threes are about growth and creation. So definitely setting your sights on some long-term plans. Possibly even travel, because next to the Knight of Wands, this is a card of fire energy, movement, receiving some positive news, definitely some positive news. It can talk about passionate energy, someone coming into your life, possibly a fire sign man or woman who comes in really fast and then leaves really fast. A sort of like a whirlwind of energy. Definitely things picking up for you. Things picked up for you this month in September, earlier in September. I do have the Knight of Swords reversed, so whatever this news is, what I'm seeing with these two cards, I forget which sign I got this same pairing. I think it was Virgo. It's good news, but then you gotta look at both sides of it, because what I'm getting here is that there's some nastiness, there's some sharp words, or there's something about the news that maybe you at first you're like welcoming it, but then you realize that it's not so nice after all. The Knight of Swords comes in. He's I'm almost getting like half fire, half air, like a half fire, half air sign. It's like a shadow of this person is the Knight of Swords, and if it's not another person, you are an air sign Gemini, then it's possibly you interacting with this Knight of Wands. I don't see them being eye to eye. This person's looking this way and this person's looking up this way. This person has their back to this person and is really not interested. So this person's about to brandish their wand and this person's about to brandish their sword. So it's fire energy versus air energy, and really, I mean, yeah, that's what it's almost like a clashing of energies is what I'm seeing. This person wants to go this direction, this person wants to go this direction. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I can say about these two cards. Knight of Wands talks about movement, traveling, passion. It can also be the sign of Aries. And the Knight of Swords can be Gemini. What are the other air signs? God, my brain is just not working today. The other air signs, Gemini, for you. The Knight of Swords talks about not really thinking before you're acting, kind of moving fast, but also it can talk about someone who is just a manipulator. He or she can just be kind of nasty with their words and not really think about what they're saying. So it's something in your past here. I'm trying to think of what the other air signs are. I don't know. Libra is the other one. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Yes, those are the three signs that could represent. Going into the present, we do have the Queen of Wands. So this is a fire sign woman, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. It can also be a man that has this feminine energy. And she's carrying sort of a sunflower. So is a very sunny, positive person. She's good with managing her affairs. She's very creative. She's literally a fiery woman. She's fiery in her attitude. She's upbeat. She's sunny like the sunflower. She's a beam of sunshine in your day. So this is possibly someone in your life. You know, I'm tempted, I want to say that this could be an aspect of you. And of course, if you have a fire sign in your chart, this can be you, and showing an aspect of you in the present, which is very possible. So I'm not ruling that out. I do have her next to this Page of Pentacles. So there is an earth sign in your life. It's a younger person. Still has a lot to learn. Could be a student, someone going back to school. Could even represent a child. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn is what we're looking at. And next to the Page of Pentacles, we have the Chariot reversed. So the Chariot reversed talks about a feeling of being stuck or thwarted movement. Stuck or thwarted movement. Sorry about that, Gemini. I just got a slight interruption. So I was talking about the Chariot card here in the middle of the month, in the middle of the present situation. And then Chariot can talk about a couple of things. It is a major arcana card. So upright, it talks about balancing your energies and moving forward. And traveling, definitely traveling. The Chariot reverse can talk about delays in travel, car trouble, feeling stuck, literally feeling unbalanced or thrown off guard. It can also speak to just feeling like there's a lack of direction or movement, even possibly motivation. But with this as a major arcana next to the Tower, I do see a major event happening for you this month, and it's going to be something that definitely shakes your world. That's what I'm getting. My world's shaken up. Feeling the shake up. The foundations and structures of the life, of the supports that you build around you are coming down. And this could even be like an epiphany, something that in the mental realm. But whatever it is, it's going to cause some structure in your life to come down. And that will mean that you will rebuild on more stable ground. Now, going into the future, we do have the Seven of Wands reverse. So this does speak to me of having a hard time standing up for yourself, feeling like you're being knocked down. This could be other people pointing fingers at you. It can be just having trouble balancing yourself. You can also feel like you're under a lot of criticism at this moment. And with the Star reversed, what I'm getting is just like this sense of hopelessness, like there's no hope, or you don't feel like I don't know, I'm getting the sense of that you just feel like you've been beaten over the head with something and it's almost just too much for you to bear. Next to the High Priestess reversed, it talks about not being able to listen to your intuition. I'm getting the sense that there's just too much stuff going on around you and you can't listen to your voice. Having a hard time listening to your intuition or your little voice. And what I'm just noticing here is you have 4 major arcana all in the space of like maybe 2 weeks or so. And there's one major arcana up here, which is positive. But with these 3 major arcana reversed, we've got, you know, the Star reversed, the High Priestess reversed, and then the very last card, the Hierophant reversed. The Hierophant reversed talks about not conforming, not wanting to conform, not wanting to adhere to a value system, possibly leaving a job, possibly leaving a church or a spiritual institution. This is also the card of like not wanting to commit, not being in a committed relationship, or not wanting to commit yourself right now. It's definitely as a major arcana, it's a big shift in thinking. especially right below the tower. So something with regards to your value system has changed. Something with regards to, I prefer if these cards were upright, because this means that you're actually following your path, and this means you're listening to your intuition. But with those cards reversed, I'm sensing that you're having a hard time standing up for what you believe, Gemini. Now, let me read let's get some clarity here with these oracle cards. Spirit, please show me the overall spiritual message for my Geminis, Gemini suns, Gemini moons, and Gemini risings. Spirit, please show me the overall spiritual message for Gemini sun, Gemini moon, and Gemini rising. Spirit, please show me the overall spiritual message for Gemini suns, Gemini moons, and Gemini risings. One thing I wanted to mention is the Hierophant reverse can also talk about rebelling against a value system. It can talk about sort of bucking the tradition in some way, like wanting to do things your own way or doing things differently, but not the way things have always been done. Definitely not wanting to conform. Okay. The card that I pulled for you, Gemini, is the Unseen. Too much is hidden from you. And that is card number 4, upright. Hoping you guys can see this. Look out for hidden clauses and contracts. Trusting because it feels right as part of wishful thinking. Have building inspections or examinations. Have a routine checkup and do not engage in surgery or invest in something because it is exciting and new. Think carefully before taking up with new people and their proposal. Consider what lies beneath the surface, because there are rocks, there are currents, and there is debris, and there are dangers. And only those who know these waters will be able to help you. Also, use your own powers. Measure the depth of commitment. Carry out a survey so you come to understand far better the place you are about to go, and do not feel bad about doing so. It may seem far less romantic and idealistic and may rob you of a moment of charm and heightened delight, but it may save broken limbs, deep cuts, great hurts, and even irreparable injuries. Trust the mermaids on this. They have been below, and they know far better than you or me what lies beneath this situation. So this card means that more information is needed. We urge you to verify what you are told for yourself and to only believe the evidence of your personal first-hand experience. Okay, I'm getting an ending here. All right. Sorry about that, Gemini. I'll make sure this is still recording. Yep, it's still recording. Sorry about that. I heard a sound and I thought the camera was dying. Too much is unknown, so we ask you please to test the waters. Find out what lies beneath what is being shown to you. It is easy to jump in sometimes without examining what lies beneath the surface. At this time, you are being asked most sincerely to examine more deeply what is there, because there is much information that has yet to come to light, as humans say. There may be rocks, large and sharp, and it could be dangerous for you to dive. There may be sticks and debris in the water. There may be shallows where it seems to be deep enough to leap. Before you go ahead, the mermaids are waving, urging from their watery homes for you to measure twice, cut once. Ask others who have experienced the same place and people what their advice would be. It is absolutely necessary for us to live with enthusiasm and innocence, but at this time we mermaids are encouraging you to ask for advice from experienced others and to use your blessed common sense and not put yourself in danger. For there are potential dangers about in these circumstances. The truth is that there is much going on at present that is not obvious from where you stand. You must find out more, much more, before you even think of acting. So maybe this is a little bit of a warning just to keep some common sense about you. If you're going into a new area or exploring some. The card that worries me here is the Chariot reverse. So, you know, keep your wits about you. Please use your intuition, Gemini, and make sure that you're following, you know, asking for help where it's needed, not being too rogue just for the sake of being, you know, excited for something, from some excitement in your life or whatever. Don't really look where you're going. Be careful. And yeah, maybe let someone else know if you're going somewhere on your own, or this card basically tells me that there's information or things that you aren't seeing, and to be very careful about putting yourself in the way of danger. Well, Gemini, I want to thank you so much for letting me read for you, and as always, thank you for your likes and subscribes. I shall see you in October for your general forecast, and much love and light to you. Bye.